We're going live in 3, 2, 1, boom! Hi everyone, welcome to this week's live video, and it's our Christmas special. We've got loads to talk about today, lots to cover, but first, Christmas. I want to wish you all a very Merry Christmas. You have all been so fabulous, and I've been overwhelmed with all the love and positivity you have given me, so thank you very much. Also, Christmas is all about giving and not receiving. Unless your name is Nick Taylor and you're a plumber. I want it all. I've even wrote haha on there. I mean, proper cringe, but love it. But seriously, that special thanks button at the bottom of your screen, press it. It basically buys me a coffee, or if you press it a few times, it'll buy me a beer. So get pressing. Moving on to some statistics for you. This month we've had 98 subscribers, so welcome. 17.9 thousand views, over 1.1 thousand watch hours, and this year we have had, drumroll please, 192.3 thousand views, 12.2 thousand watch hours, and 921 subscribers. Wow. That means my tips, tricks and double chin has been on for 508 days straight for 24 hours a day. I mean, Father Christmas, you must be making my wish come true. So, turn the page. Now we move on to our comments. We've had loads of comments, especially over December, and obviously being a plumber in December is a very busy time of year. So I've printed a few out and we'll just quickly skim through them. Where is it? There it is. So basically, Pissed Opit, I hope that's how you pronounce your name. You put, hi, good video. Do you know how I can balance a system if some of the radiators have TRVs mounted on the return pipe? Well, pretty much most TRVs are bi-directional, and what that means is water can either go that way or it can come up the other way. And if you look closely on the valve, they've got like an arrow there and an arrow there. So you've got basically got 2 arrows, 1, 2, and that pretty much says it's bi-directional. Again, Pissed Open on a different video, he's put, amazing video, you have a new subscriber. I do not have a drain off valve anywhere in the system. Duh, duh, duh. Surprise, surprise, welcome to the pain and the hurt as plumbers experience. All there is just TRVs, blah, blah, blah. So basically, the best way to do that is, we'll check out our how to take a radiator off the wall to paint behind it. That explains how to isolate the radiator. But pretty much you get your valves, you turn them right the way to 0, right the way off. If it goes further to the frost up, then great. You also have your lock shield, turn that off, all the way off, make sure it's off. You have then isolated that individual radiator. So then all you need to do is the nut which goes into the radiator, not this one, because that will still be live. This one, just undo it slightly, put a little trug underneath it, something to catch the water. And it'll eventually just let it trickle out, takes time with it, put some towels down, all that sort of stuff. And then it'll eventually, that radiator will be empty. You can then, if you want to, take the radiator off, and then like this, bit of copper in there, nut and olive, bang the hose onto it, run the hose outside, and jobs are good, and that's how you drain down. And then once you drain down, you can put one back on. Lex down aloft, thanks mate, very useful, pleasure. Shay Hughes, small detail is so important, reassuring to the people that do this for the first time. I'm replacing my blah, 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 amazing, really happy to help. Kate McKenzie, can you say if the lock shield valve goes on the thermostat side or the flow side? Basically, most valves are bi-directional, which I've just explained. John McGoldrick, you sir are a legend. Amazing. I'll take that all day long. I can't even pronounce that name. Jedi. You're on the #1 video to watch, so again, blah, blah, blah. I love that. I'll take that all day long. Julie, hi Nick. Fab to see your lovely smiley face. Hope all is well with you. So pleased you're doing well. Julie, I'm not sure who you are, but thanks for being so lovely. That's really nice of you to say. Tony Moon, thank you for an excellent tutorial. Check it out tomorrow. Sorry, I will try it out tomorrow. He posted that 13 days ago. That was on how to drain a combi boiler system. He's not commented since, so he's either got his finger over the end of the pipe, desperately hoping for some help, or he's got it, done it, and he's done an awesome job. So I'm sure it's that one. Paul Butcher Lucas Skegness, you've asked for the best tip on getting a tail, I'm assuming a radiator tail, lined up on an existing pipework that has no movement. You can buy radiator extension pieces, which basically go into, bring out my trusty thermostat here, TRV. Basically, instead of a piece of copper, it's just a piece of, it's like a chrome tail, which has got a screw thread on it, which goes directly into the radiator. Go to any local merchants, they'll help you out with that. So that's that. Last comment is from a lady called Maggie Stewart. She's basically quite worried about her pipes bursting. She lives in Scotland, and it's very cold up there at the moment. One of the things she said is she's got unlagged copper pipes under the stairs. It makes me wonder if they've lagged the pipes under the floorboards and behind the plasterboard. The pipes should be fine. They must be, if they're up in the loft, they must be lagged, or if they're outside and they're directly exposed to the elements, they must be lagged. So I wouldn't worry too much about that. I know it's it's a time of year where things get a bit cold. You've also mentioned what will happen if the copper pipe work. What will happen to the copper pipe work inside the copper pipes without water in? Okay, yeah. Will they rust, deteriorate, etc.? I just don't want to leave water sitting around in the pipes to cause leaks if I can drain down the system. Do you think it's a good idea? Answer is not a lot. I don't think there'll be much difference if you drain it out. I personally just leave it in there. As long as there's, if you can't lag the pipe work, then it might be a consideration to take it out. But primarily lag it. Just give it a good, if you do drain it, if you do get the water out, just give it a good flush afterwards when you fill it back up, just to flush any bacteria which might build up in there. If you leave water in, it's going to stagnate, and it's going to, bacteria is going to be created. If you take it out, there's going to be droplets of water in there, insects might get in there, that sort of stuff. So either way, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. So lag it is the best way. And yes, make sure you cap it off to stop any insects from getting in. Paul Cook's just commented, Nick, way! Paul Cook's in the house! Check it out! Happy Christmas, Paul Cook! Anyway, moving on, we are going to our iPad now, where we're going to look at all the pictures of what we've been up to. And obviously we've had a very cold period, so this is, freezing. What happens is actually it's got so cold, the ice has expanded, and it's actually pushed the nut and olive off, believe it or not. It's pushed it off, and then that's happened. Very little bit of water damage so far, but when that defrosts, we're going to have a problem on our hands. Again, this is what happens. It's the nut and olives, the pipes just expanded, the pipes moved, and that's just the weakest point, unfortunately. Paul Cook, we have got the Christmas song coming, so don't you worry about that, and I'm going to sing it out Christmas style. Again, another one here, and I think this one's probably the longest one. That is a good one, that really is. Yes, I mean, I've got a video on how and why we clean out a feed and expansion tank in the loft, and that's pretty much why. If you don't do it, that will drain down into all the pipe work, and poof, makes me feel actually a little bit. So Christmas, if you're a parent, you're probably doing what they call the elf on the shelf, or I certainly have my hat on. If you're not, I would suggest to replace the elves with a beer or some chocolate, or garlic bread if you like that sort of thing. So, funnily enough, this elf's holding our Christmas song. So I say, bum bum, let me hear you say, Friday, Friday. Next, this is me. It's a little video of me, if it loads, being chased by sheep, and yes, the sheep got caught up with me. This is what we've just finished before Christmas. A nice little bathroom just there, and I've tried to get very creative with my videoing. I don't know how well you can see that. Let me just move that a bit there. LED strip lights on top of the tile. Check that out. That is, you know, it looked absolutely fantastic, as they say. And right at the end of that video, we've got a little message for you all. Oh yes, Merry Christmas. Next, we have looking for some Christmas inspiration. You know, pigs and blankets and Yorkshire puddings. That is absolutely spot on. Little random dog wash there. Got just a big tub. Just got it from the supermarket. Put a tank connector on. Chuck the dog in there. Bit of warm water. Fit an outside hot tap. Loves that. There's the dog and the Christmas jumper. And that's it from the pictures point. Next, where are we? Oh, well, we're near the end. But before we go, I want you to remind you all to be nice to each other. We've had a rotten couple of years, and a simple smile, wishing someone a Merry Christmas will change it for them. So be nice, especially if you're a naughty, naughty, naughty boy like Paul Cook, because he is a naughty boy, and I did see that he's asked Santa Claus for Nerad water pump pliers, and yes, they are very good. I have a set of Rothenberger ones, and they are very, very good, and they don't damage the chrome or the radiator valve, so they're very nice. Yes, so have an amazing Christmas, everyone. Don't eat too many sprouts, because we all know what happens the next day when you do. And lastly, but not least, our Christmas song, which goes a little something like this. I say, oh, bum, bum, let me hear say Christmas, Christmas. I say, oh, bum, bum, let me hear say Christmas, Christmas. One more time. I say, oh, bum, bum, let me hear say Christmas, Christmas. Have a great Christmas, everybody, and catch you soon. Check it out now.